Joining us now, Congressman Jeff Van Drew from New Jersey to talk about his memories from 21 years ago and the state of our country now, as we were just discussing with Michael. Congressman, thank you very much for joining us. Your thoughts? Just jump in.
Well, thank you. And Michael was so appropriate in what he said. But first of all, I do remember the day well. It was a beautiful day. I was out talking to people, actually campaigning back in those days, running for the state assembly. And first we thought it was just a small plane that had crashed into the building. And then it became more and more apparent the full dimension and horror of all this. There are no words. There's nothing we can ever say that really truly can encapsulate just how terrible a day this was in one sense. But here's the other sense that I have. The sense of Americans coming together. There were no New Yorkers or Pennsylvanians or Californians or New Jerseyans. We were all Americans that believed in American exceptionalism. Everybody had flags on their houses. Everybody had flags on their automobiles. You didn't see a vehicle without an American flag decal. We all honored our police, our firemen, our first responders, all those that worked and came with their working dogs, their partners to help to find people. Those people that weren't even in the military or weren't police or fire, but just kept going back in the building when they were told they even shouldn't do that. They were endangering their lives, and they died. Many of them died with great heroism. The men and the women in Shanksville, knowing that they were going to die, but wanted to save lives and save our country by bringing that plane down. This is America. America is not just taking the knee when you pledge to the flag. That's not America. America is standing up and putting your hand on your heart and being proud and brave and honoring those men and women. America is a country of exceptionalism, a shining city on the hill. And America is a place where we remember the great women of the past, this most recent past, and the past of hundreds of years ago who made this great country. We have to stop it. We have to stop what we're doing to our country today, in which we demean and diminish it, diminish our police, demean our police, defund our police, hurt our military, make everything so woke. That's not what America's about. It's strong. It's number one. It's the leader of freedom around the world. And that's what this taught us. And it taught us that we can always be strong and always should be. We have to go back to that America.
The might of the American people, well said. I just wanted to touch on this, and we'll let you go. We talked to the police commissioner, Bernie Carrick, a few moments ago, and he talked about the efforts that were made by first responders and getting people out of Manhattan. Many of those sent to neighboring New Jersey across the Hudson. Do you remember that time, that moment?
I remember our fire companies, my own. I was a volunteer fireman. My own fire company, men and women went out there to help. I remember people coming over. I remember that we had in New Jersey, as you know, many family members that were lost because they worked in New York and they unfortunately got caught up in all of this. So it profoundly affected the state of New Jersey from north to south. And it profoundly affected America because not only was it the individuals that we really knew that passed away, but you knew something changed forever in America and that we couldn't let that be. We had to keep our great country and we couldn't allow this to happen. We had strong, powerful Americans that believed in Americanism, that believed in exceptionalism, that believed in our flag, that believed in our military, that believed in our police, and most of all, believed in a strong America. I still do. We've got to make sure we keep it. And unfortunately, there are those who want to lose that and say we're the same as everybody else. Well, I'm here to tell you this is just another of many examples where great men and women who are Americans showed we are not the same as everybody else. Right. We are a special nation.
Yeah. Congressman, your words, I wanted to stand up and cheer. You made me want to stand up and cheer because everything you said is correct. And we need to remember that. And we need to come together and stop what's going on in this country right now. You said it perfectly. I don't need to repeat it. But thank you very much for your words today.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.